Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Call of the Night episode number 2 reaction. Okay, the previous episode, it was the beginning of this show and it was gorgeous. The animation, the scenery, the colors are just so amazing. It's as if it's like, kind of shining. The colors and everything. I was very impressed by the first episode, especially the visuals. I like it was so beautiful, especially the night sky, the stars and everything. It was just mesmerizing. And like that was like the visually. Obviously the story in itself is also really good. We meet our main character, um Yamori. Yeah, I think that was his name, Yamoriko. Yeah, Yamoriko and Nanazuka Nazuna, these two. Where Nazuna, where Ko has like I'm guessing he has like a problem in his house, some kind of a parent, child problem going on, and he sneaks out of house. He's kind of unable to sleep at night, so he's going out, and here he meets Nanazuka Nazuna, who happens to be a vampire, which he did not know at that time. So she just teaches Ko how to live life, especially at night, how to just kind of let go, and invites him to her house to sleep. And he ends up sleeping, where she takes a bite, and she feel like his blood is probably very tasty, so she was like, wow, this is great. But then since she was not sleeping, he catches her that she took a bite, and he realizes she's a vampire. So that's where everything kind of starts. And later on we get to see that Ko wants to keep hanging out with Nazuna, and he wants to become a vampire, while in Nazuna's as Nazuna said, that someone is only able to become a vampire when that person falls in love with a vampire, and if then a vampire feeds on that person, that's when it happens. So Ko is like, fine, I will I will start liking you and fall in love with you so that you can make me a vampire. Which obviously I feel like is like the putting the cart before the horse, that kind of a situation. But yeah, you know what? Let's see what happens. And Nazuna was like, fine, do whatever you want to, and I'll just keep feeding on you. So that's how it started. So let's see what happens today. This is episode number 2. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles on the timer here. Sync it to whichever is a preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, look at this. I am just. Oh, he's going out again. Wait, am I on the correct episode? I think so. Yeah, yeah, okay. It kind of started like the same way as episode 1, so I'm like, this is the. All right. What? Yeah, she said that you cannot. Yeah, that's why. Oh wow. Like, okay. Okay. Yeah, like he himself said that he wants to become a vampire, so vampire. uh oh my god. Request. Oh, oh really? What? Okay. Yeah, I guess you are like in the middle of the night outside, so maybe. Hmm. To stay human, no human. Okay. Well, what? Yeah, in episode one, we did kind of. Okay. Oh, well, this opening and ending both are just so good. It's kind of interesting that I thought the ending was the opening, actually. The one, the Yufkashina Uta, that song, the ending that we heard. I thought that was the opening. And this will be the ending. Awfully a lot of. There's a lot of girls here, I can see. God of the Night. This gives me so much of like Monogatari vibes. I love this type of atmosphere. But there's like no one in the streets. He's like the only one alone. This is full Monogatari and Shaft style like animation. Oh, are these the same people? Oh my god, the same people, or are they? Or maybe not. Hmm. Mm. Yeah, still. But you did say that you're going to this this kid. Was she trying to find him or something? You're awful. Oh my god. True. Like a meal. But she did say. Yeah. Okay. It didn't like a like. Does she even have like a phone or something? So that I was going to say. I don't think she has a phone. What? What? Yes. She just wanted to ask, you know? Yeah, I thought so. She's a vampire. She can fly. Or can't she? Oh, yeah, she can fly. But now you need. What? She have a phone or something. Oh my god, what is that? Which age are we? Ew. This looks like a satellite phone or something. Will this even work? Wait a minute, how old is she? How old is she? She's a vampire, so I'm guessing she's been living for a long while. Looking for people. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. Uh. Oh my god. Yep. He's like. So. Okay, there you go. Well, I thought it was something like that. Oh god. Oh my god, this is that sound effect. Oh, all right. No, she's fallen asleep. Hmm. Do you line? Okay. Wow, this is some fast developments. What's happening? Wait, did he fall asleep after that? I guess yeah, he has trouble falling asleep. It's not as if he's not sleeping, I'm guessing. He's trying to find her again, I'm guessing. Is this the next day, next night? Yeah. Ah, they really need a phone or something like that. Like make like a place that, oh, here's where we will meet every day or every night. Oh, did what is that? Oh my God! Stop. You're using. I'm pretty sure she doesn't know what it is. She doesn't know what it actually does. She wants to play video games. What? No. Yeah. Wait, what do you play with the transceiver? I don't understand. He looks the same. Oh, it's like a little toy thing. Oh my God. Oh my God, yo. Ah, okay. Oh, someone stole it. Don't think so. No, wait. Oh, yeah, he was, he decided to wait. Ultimately, a failure. Wait, but he doesn't have the other one. What? Oh wow, yeah, she can just fly away. Okay. Wait, how much is the range? Will it even work that far? Like a toy thing. Yep. Hmm. Being alone isn't a. Hmm. Yeah. Oh boy, I feel like. Okay, so it has a range. There you go. So, but this time. Okay. What? Yo, that was. Oh, there you go. It's quite clear. The sound. Top of the morning to you. Yes. Yeah. So she's on top, okay. Damn. All right. Oh, so the flying again. Wow, the songs are really good in this show. Okay. Oh, this is school. Okay. They yeah. Oh, he's not going to school. Yep. How did she know that? Oh, I guess he told her. Okay. Oh God. Yeah, that's true. Oh, oh, okay. Yeah. Nachan or something like that. Well, yeah. Oh, it's morning. Yeah. Oh my God, I feel like. Oh my God, is this going to become a plot point? No, it's from the other one. Who the? Wait, this. Oh, this girl knows him. There we go. This ending. Oh, this song. This one's good. This song. Oh, I feel like this season, all the openings and endings of all the shows that I'm watching are just peak. Like everyone, each and every one of them. Ah, ah. I need to listen to this song alone. Like the full one, the full version. Okay, that's the end. Yes, that's the end. All right, that was episode number 2. As beautiful as always, the sceneries and everything. It never fails to mesmerize me. And yeah, this episode as well. We begin with Ko getting out of his room. And like, I don't remember nothing I can see, like all the plot points I've forgotten. Like, it's quite a while that I've read the manga, the first, the first part of the manga, that I don't remember anything. I kind of remember the transceiver bit a little bit, but the details I've forgotten. The other girl that came in the end, I don't even remember her, who that person is. So it seems like that person knows him. So I'm guessing they're probably friends. No, but she doesn't have any. I don't know. Anyways, I'm sure I'll get to know in the next episode. But either way, we begin with him coming out of his room again and trying to find out Nazuna where she is, and just walking around the nighttime city. And no, wait, that happens later on, I think. Oh yeah. Oh no. First, like the first scene that we see is he meets Nazuna, and here he talks to Nazuna about the whole conversation in the previous episode about feeding and making their kin, taking blood from someone else is the same process, like making increasing your kin and feeding, same process, but the intentions are different, and one needs to actually love the other person for them to increase their kin. So otherwise that it wouldn't happen. Now she was talking about that to Ko, and Ko and Nazuna was like, wait, why are you asking me this? Your goal is to like me, otherwise you won't be able to become a vampire. So like this whole situation of unless and until he starts liking her, he cannot become a vampire. So like I said, it feels like the situation of putting the cart before the horse, that type of a situation. Like it's like a really unusual type of a like an unusual type of a requirement for him to become a vampire. So yeah, I don't know. Anyways, he Nazuna is like, I don't care, like if you become a vampire or not, I'll keep feeding on you. And in the end, he's he's like, all right, here you go. Kind of opens his neck, and she's like, what the hell are you doing? You're burying yourself in front of in the outside, like that's dirty. Let's go somewhere else. Boy, the reactions in this show is fantastic. And as they were going to probably her room, she says like, oh, like, did I say something like this before? No, sorry, she says like, do you know, like your blood is the tastiest or something like that, she says. Like I don't know, like the animation studio is different. I get so much feelings, like vibes of this being like a Shaft directed, sorry, Shaft animated show. Like Shaft, the one who did Monogatari, and a few other shows. So especially the part when so many things kind of reminds me of their animation style. First of all, the whole scenario of the town being completely empty, That's one thing that Shaft loves to do, you know, like in all the shows that they have done, I've seen most of them, like Monogatari, Sangatsu no Lion, like there's like situations where, like, you know, like two persons are, like, you know, kind of standing in, like, in the middle of the city or middle of the like, you know, road or something, and it's nighttime and the roads are empty, nothing is there, you know. This reminds me so much of that, and it's such a, I don't know what to say, such a weird type of a feeling whenever I see that. And it's like it's a weird feeling, and I love that type of a feeling, you know, like just them just standing there with, and the roads are being completely empty, you know, like, and there's nothing. And that's like a thing like that Shaft always does. Then here as well, when Nazuna kind of says like, oh, your blood is the most tasty, she does the Shaft head tilt, you know, like the way they do like this, you know, she kind of does that. I'm like, like obviously this is not made by Shaft, this show, it's an other studio. I saw that in the previous episode, but like the style reminds me so much of that. So yeah, I don't know, so crazy. But either way, um after that we get to see Ko trying to find Nazuna at the, you know, at the middle of the night, and him moving from one place to another trying to find her out. There's nowhere, you know, he can find, and he comes across, like, you know, a few, I think those were the same guys who we saw in the previous episode, those drunk guys, you know, they're still, like, you know, just just doing weird stuff. And okay, he keeps moving, and he just stands still for a moment at like a place, and Nazuna comes in, and Nazuna's like, yo, and just gets down. And he's like, what the hell, where were you, you know, like, I was trying to find out. Oh, he does kind of think before this that like, unless and until I fall in love with her, I cannot become a vampire. So not necessarily that, like, you know, there is any need for her to feed on me every day. But I feel like, you know, like, if he really does want to become a vampire and start liking her, then he does need to interact with her every day. Otherwise, how will that happen, you know? Unless and until you have contact with her and talk with her or stuff, like, you cannot have feelings for her. So he does need to contact her and interact with her every day, if he does, if that's like his end goal. And I feel like, you know, like, if he actually falls in love with her, I feel like becoming vampire wouldn't be like the biggest priority in his in his list, you know. I feel like there'll be a lot of other things that he'll have to think about. So yeah, that's something. Anyways, like, this is why I said it's like putting the cart before the horse, because his goal is something which, to fulfill it, he needs to fulfill another goal. And, you know, like, the end goal, I feel like, after he finishes the initial goal, that he falls in love with her, I feel like his desire to become the vampire, I don't know, will probably go away or something. He'll be like, yeah, like something like that. Like, there'll be more important thing in his life than becoming a vampire at that moment, you know. That is just, like, you know, spending time with Nansuna or something like that. But you know what? I feel like by the end of it, he will probably try to become a vampire, because you know, Nazuna's a vampire and she won't die. I think so, at least. Or she will maybe die, but it'll be a long time later. You know, she'll outlive most humans, as far as I think so. Um, so if he also becomes a vampire, he might be able to accompany her till the end or something like that. But I don't know. I'm guessing those things are way in the future. You know, like, I no need to think about them now. But yeah, either way, Nazuna's like, oh, I was trying to find out, like, you know, someone to feed on or something like that, she says. And obviously Ko is kind of, like, you know, a little bit like uncomfortable. She's like, what the hell, like, you know, you said like, you already have me. What are you doing trying to find out the other people? And I love the fact that here Nazuna herself kind of contradicts herself. She's like, wait, it's just feeding, like, you know, like, you just, like, you know, just like you eat rice and everything, it's the same thing. Like, she completely contradicts herself here, because a few moments earlier she herself said that feeding like, you know, increasing your kin is the same thing. So Obviously Ko brings up that point. He's like, that's not what you said before, you know. And Nazuna's kind of like, well, yeah, technically you're right. But you know, the kind of like, and Nazuna's like either way, like, you know, we did find each other, so it's okay, like, you know, let's go. And Ko is like, all right, fine, then how should I find you out from the next day? Do you have a phone? Like, you know, let's exchange contact number. And she's like, you know what, I always wanted to say one line, like, you know, something. And she says like, do you do line or something like that, she says. And he's like, no, I don't. And she's like, neither do I. Oh, these like, you know, this like, you know, funny little conversations, kind of interesting. And all right, so here Nazuna's like, I don't have a phone and stuff. Then she says, wait a minute, maybe I do have one. She goes to her room and she starts trying to find, and she brings out those big phones, you know, that the ones that you used to have a lot, like, you know, a few years ago. And you know, those ones, those big ones. Like, we also used to have those. I remember um they were like, you know, kind of like, the phone was like, you know, we used to call them like, you know, land phone or something like that, landline phone we used to call them. I don't know what they're called somewhere else, but at least in my country they're called landline phones or something like that. And you know, like the ones where they had buttons and everything, you know. And nowadays it's mobile phones. Those don't even exist, I think. Like, nobody uses them. But those used to have like these big huge, like, you know, things, and they used to be kept like that. And like, you know, each house used to have one. And and those ones. And she brings one of those out, I think. And Go is like, what the hell is this? It's huge. And she says, now obviously her conversation here gives us a hint that she is probably quite old, you know, like, or not quite old, but she's a lot older than Ko. um, um, so she says that it's unwieldy and heavy, and in no time, no, wait, where is that part? Okay, she's like, no way I'm carrying that huge thing around. Okay, here you go. I bought it ages ago. There you go. Because I thought I might need it. But it's unwieldy and heavy, and in no time at all they came out with similar ones, and I couldn't be bothered anymore. So that proves that she is, I don't know how old she is or how long she has been living in this world, but she definitely outlives a lot of other humans. And she has probably been here for quite a long while. And yeah, so that's what I said, you know, like, if in the future Ko actually wants to spend time with Nazuna, he will probably decide to become a vampire, because, you know, like, she'll easily outlive him. And I don't know, I feel like just to spend more time with him, Ko might probably become a vampire or something like that. And obviously then he himself will have like a longer life or something, you know. So who knows. Now, there is one thing I'm kind of thinking about. These are all stuff that I'm thinking about for the future, you know, like, and like, these, maybe these will be actually be answered in the future. One thing I'm thinking about, like, she's a vampire, so was she also a human? If she was originally a human, that would mean she also liked someone whose blood she fed on. That's why she became a vampire. Or is she one of those, I think, what do you call them, pure blooded vampire or something like that, who are born as a vampire or something? So that's one thing I'm thinking about, because, you know, that there's multiple possibilities here. So yes, I don't know, like, these are all like answers that I'm guessing probably will be answered in season 3 or season 4 or something. So yeah, anyways, no need to bother thinking about these things, at least now. Okay, so Nazuna's like, all right, let's go to, like, you know, let's lie down, you know, like, I'll feed. I'm tired just looking for the people. And they kind of lay down, and obviously Ko is not having it. He's like, wait, his name is Ko, isn't it? Or am I making a mistake again? Yamuriko. Yeah, there you go, Yamuriko. So Ko is kind of a little bit uncomfortable. He's like, what the hell? Like, I do know what she's talking about, like this being just feeding, nothing else. And I'm not even in love yet or something. But still, like I'm kind of frustrated about this situation, and she's just like this, like she feels like it's normal to just feed on other people as well, doesn't she? Like isn't she bothered by this or something like that, he says. And he's not having it. He's just there. And I love how what's the name? Nazuna's like, all right, like, like bare your neck. Let me put my teeth on it. And he's like, nope, not today, and just kind of looks away. And she's like, wait, what? Why? And like what he says does make sense. He says that like I'm not in any hurry to become a vampire, and it's going to take some time, so no need for you to feed on me, so yeah, you can find someone else, like no need for me to be here. And I guess, yeah, he does have a point, like his goal is to become a vampire, and obviously that's not going to happen now. And she wants food to feed on someone, so yeah, like she could easily find someone else. That's what he says. And obviously Nazuna's kind of just stopped there over there, and she says like, okay, you know what, like I'll tell the truth, I was actually trying to find you, which obviously I kind of guessed, because she's one of those characters, who doesn't want to tell the truth and is actually embarrassed to admit the truth. So she just made that up at that spot and just said that because she didn't want to admit it. So yeah, she says that, still tells the truth. And then she also says like, your blood is like the most delicious or something like that, she says. So yeah. And after that, Ko was like, all right, fine, go ahead. And then Nazuna fell asleep, and I feel like after this, Ko also fell asleep. And this is one thing that I need to, I think I had like a, yeah, like he just has trouble falling asleep. It's not that he doesn't sleep. He trouble falling asleep. That's the, like, problem that he has. He sleeps obviously, so that's why we see him little by little like falling asleep later on. All right, that was the first part. The next part, again, I'm guessing this is either the next day or the day after that. He's again trying to find Nazuna, and Nazuna's not there, just as always. And I'm thinking like, why don't they like decide like a place at this particular time? They'll be there. Like why? Like why do they need to just move around like this? It's so much more difficult to find someone like that. But either way, Ko has a, like has a different plan today. He brought transceivers, and he says like, oh, these are, I bought them for playing. And I'm like, wait a minute, who uses transceivers to play? But then I realized that, okay, it's like one of those games, when you're like a child and you get those toy walkie talkies, you play with them with your friends. That type of a thing he was talking about. I'm like, okay, so basically that. And that's what he bought it for actually. And I think like at first Nazuna was like, oh my god, like this is so great. And she's so happy just to see some kind of a new modern thing, and she's like, why did you buy this? He's like, why, to play with it? She's like, who do you play this with? You don't have any friends. Oh, and I like how Ko doesn't even get bothered by that. He's like, oh, like I thought I would like do something else with this. I bought it, and I thought that I would hide one of it and just go away. Then someone else will find it, and I'm going to call that person, and it'll be like a nice little adventure thing, or whatever you say, something like that it will be. And I'll have conversation with that person, maybe become friends with that person, something like that. So like that's what he decided. He did that. He bought it. He bought the thing, put it like on top of like some mailbox or something, and went away. And then after a few days, he went back and saw that it was gone. So after that, what he did was he decided to call the other person, but was unable to do so because he became embarrassed, or a little bit like kind of awkward about it. And he's like, no, let me just put this away. He just put the red transceiver away completely, and never called that person. He was 9 at that moment. So I wonder how age old. Oh, he's 14, isn't he? No, wait, is he 14? Yeah, I think they mentioned his age. No, or am I mixing this up with some other anime? He's 14, isn't he? Either way, I forgot. Anyways, but I'm something like that, either 14 or 16, something like that. I think it was 14. They already mentioned, and so yeah. So wait, so that means 5 years. Damn, God. Wait, the battery still works? I guess the person who found it changed the battery or something like that. Oh Lord. Now, obviously, Nazuna is having the time of her life. She's just laughing hilarious, like just. She's like, what the hell? That's what you did ultimately. And Ko is like, all right, let's do a test run with this, and you have one, and let me have one, and let's kind of play with this. And Nazuna's like, all right, like let's do it. And he gets the phone, the watch, and flies away. And like for her, she can be like just on top of him, like how much, 150 meters or something like that, they said the range, like 150 meters on top of him, and the range will be there, and she doesn't even need to move. Like for her, like it's not only like just on the surface, but she can fly away and be at a distance. So that's the thing. Like she could easily keep an eye on him and at the same time be at like a distance, because she can easily fly and go on top of a roof, and that's what she did. And a few things that he says here is quite interesting. I love the like little portions of insightful things that he says. The thing that he says here is like, at first he says I'm alone, but it's somehow different from when I'm alone looking for her with no leads. Okay, it's not like I ever thought being alone was sad though. Sometimes it's even lonelier when you're around people, which is true. Yeah, like maybe you are with a few of your friends or some people, like, and they're having a conversation and you're just out of the loop or something, and you realize that damn, like they're having so much fun and I'm just here sitting down along with them, nothing to talk about, which I guess can make you feel more lonelier than if you were alone. Like you realize like you don't have nothing in common with them, and that's like a very bad feeling, I guess you could say. Realizing you don't have anything common with your friends, like damn. God. Ah. Now, okay, then he says, I wonder how everyone else deals with these emotions. Um, but right now, me being alone isn't about wanting to be alone. There's a point to it. True, he's being alone for an actual reason. Okay. Now he's like, all right, let me call the other person, which is obviously Nazuna, and he kind of just kind of clicks on it, and the static noise kind of comes up, and he starts talking. Nazuna also starts replying. They kind of do like a little game here. He's like, good evening over, and the Nazuna's like, what do you mean by good evening over? And then she's like, the top of the evening to you. And oh boy. And I love how Nazuna's like, oh, there's a target in front of me, should I kill him? Over. And he's like, nah, let's wait a little bit. Over. And he suddenly like brings out like a curveball. He's like, oh, it feels like we're kind of like going out, doesn't it? And she gets embarrassed. And here Ko kind of thinks that usually she loves just like making these jokes and all, like these dirty jokes and everything, but for stuff like this, actual like like situations like this, she easily gets embarrassed and all that. So yeah, and then I think then they go to the school at night, and obviously he's not going to school, and Nazuna's like, how does it look like here, being here at school when you're not supposed to be? And one thing she says is so true, that at night everything looks so different, you know, like a place looks so different at the morning, and when it's like underneath the moonlight it changes so much and it looks so different. And yeah, she says something like that. Now, okay, then she kind of like, you know, kind of bites him and takes, like, you know, takes his blood, feeds on him. And she kind of makes, like, you know, again kind of makes these, like, you know, like these dirty jokes and all. And she's like, oh, like, you know, underneath the night in the in the school on top of the building, like, you know, it's kind of like, you know, indecent, isn't it? It kind of says that. And Go thinks that he usually makes these type of jokes, but whenever like it comes to these type of serious situations of, like, you know, like and love, all these things, she kind of gets embarrassed. So then he realizes Nazuna also probably doesn't have much conversation with others, and she's, like, you know, not that used to people as well, just like he is. And she, like, the only difference between him and her is that she tries to, like, you know, play that off by just joking around, which obviously is something that, you know, he doesn't do. So both are awkward. She tries to act tough by just kind of playing it, like, you know, like just excessively making dirty jokes and just kind of, like, you know, like laughing around it and all, just, you know, like trying to get past that. But deep down she is as awkward as he is, kind of, I guess. And then he suddenly says, like, says something like Nazuna-chan or something like that. And she's like, what the hell? Gets embarrassed again. And she's like, don't call me Chan, call me San or something like that. And, you know, like that was that. And they go on their own way after that. And here Go thinks that, wait a minute, like, I wonder if the person on the other side of this transceiver even has it now, you know, like if I actually call the person here, will they respond or something? And then suddenly, like, you know, like the transceiver starts ringing, and there's someone behind him. She's like calling him by his name, so that means she knows him. Her voice, where have I heard it? God, wait, where have I heard her voice? It's so familiar. Oh Lord, I cannot remember. You know what? Let me check. Otherwise this is going to bother me the whole time. Oh my God. um, I still cannot remember. Just a sec. Okay, she is voice acted by Hanamori Yumiri. Hanamori Yumiri. Okay, here you go. Hanamori Yumiri. Oh, okay, yeah. Ryuji from Blue Period. Yeah, yeah. There you go. Oh, and also the biggest one. Hi Saga. There you go. Kaguya-sama. I was like, where have I heard her voice? Yeah, that's Hi Saga's voice. What the hell? I'm that's why I'm like, where have I heard her voice? It's so familiar. Yep, there you go. Hi Saga. And obviously, like I said, Blue Period as well. Ryuji, that person. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, and that's where it ends. So I'm guessing we're going to get to see more of that person later on in the next episode. But yeah, for now, that's it. So thanks for watching, guys. This was my reaction to episode number 2 of Call of the Night. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed, and comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Call of the Night. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.